Blending Jennifer Lopez into Ben Affleck's family is challenging. Source. Whenever a celebrity headline includes the word challenging and the phrase source says, you already know what's happening. No one is screaming. No lamps are being thrown. No dramatic ultimatums. This is a quiet, structural problem. And when it comes to Jennifer Lopez blending into Ben Affleck's family, challenging doesn't mean impossible. It means no one is winning effortlessly. Let's start with the obvious. Blending families is hard for normal people. Now add extreme fame, public scrutiny, multiple exes, teenagers, different parenting philosophies, and two fully formed celebrity brands. That's not blending. That's merging corporations. And unlike romance, family life does not run on chemistry. It runs on routine, trust, history, and who's allowed to discipline whose kid. Which is where things start getting complicated. Here's the first mistake people make. Jennifer Lopez is not walking into Ben Affleck's family as a supporting character. She is a global icon, a mother of twins, a woman who has been famous longer than some of Ben's kids have been alive. She doesn't assimilate. She integrates. And that requires negotiation, not romance. Because J.Lo doesn't just bring herself. She brings her children, her routines, her values, her level of intensity, her belief in structure, discipline, and ambition. That alone can disrupt an existing family ecosystem. Ben's family life didn't pause while he waited for Jennifer Lopez to return. He already had 3 kids, a long co-parenting history with Jennifer Garner, established rhythms, private traditions, a very low-key emotional culture. This is a household shaped by stability, familiarity, and an ex-spouse who is famously involved, present, and respected. So when a source says blending is challenging, what they're really saying is, there was already a structure here. And Jennifer Lopez didn't create it. Let's be honest. You cannot talk about this without acknowledging Jennifer Garner. Not as a villain, not as competition, but as a constant. She is the mother of Ben's children, actively involved, deeply trusted, emotionally fluent in this family, which means Jennifer Lopez isn't stepping into a vacuum. She's stepping into a dynamic that already works. That doesn't make her unwelcome. It makes her an adjustment. And adjustments take time, even when everyone is mature and trying their best. Here's where things get delicate. Jennifer Lopez is known for high standards, structure, goal-oriented parenting, emotional expressiveness, a belief in preparation and excellence. Ben Affleck's parenting world has historically leaned more toward flexibility, emotional softness, familiar comfort, a figure-it-out-as-you-go energy. Neither is wrong, but when those styles collide under one roof, that's where challenging lies. Because kids don't need perfection. They need consistency. And consistency takes alignment. Another uncomfortable truth? Teenagers do not care that your relationship is iconic. They do not care about benefit nostalgia, meant to be, second chances, or destiny. They care about fairness, autonomy, feeling secure, and not having their lives turned into content. Blending families is less about adult feelings, and more about whether kids feel heard, respected, and stable. Which is why it's slow and careful. And, yes, challenging. Jennifer Lopez lives at a higher volume. More attention, more security, more planning, more exposure. Ben Affleck's kids grew up adjacent to fame, but protected from it. Those are two very different childhoods. So blending isn't just emotional. It's logistical. Who gets photographed? Who gets privacy? Who gets to opt out? What does normal look like now? That kind of negotiation doesn't happen overnight. Here's the key thing tabloids won't tell you. Challenging does not mean doomed. It means slow, intentional, careful, respectful of existing bonds. In fact, if blending wasn't challenging, that would be the red flag. Because rushing family integration is how resentment starts. The fact that this is being described as difficult suggests people are paying attention. Another quiet truth? Jennifer Lopez has spent decades being the center, The visionary. The engine. Family blending requires something different. It requires patience without control. And that's not a criticism, it's an adjustment. You can be wildly successful and still find it hard to step into a family where the emotional rules already exist. The history isn't yours. And love doesn't equal authority. So when a source says, blending Jennifer Lopez into Ben Affleck's family is challenging, what they mean is, this is not a rom-com. This is real life. With children who matter, ex-partners who are permanent, and adults who are trying not to break what already works. No villains. No heroes. Just complexity. Blending families isn't about love. It's about respecting what came before while building something new. Jennifer Lopez doesn't need to replace anyone. Ben Affleck doesn't need to choose sides. And the kids don't need a fairy tale. They need time. And time, in Hollywood, is the one thing no headline wants to allow. Because challenging doesn't sell like dramatic. But in real life, challenging is usually where the healthiest choices are being made.